Energy prices are high and likely to get higher. Fossil fuels are contributing to climate change. And we all need to find more environmentally conscious ways to power our homes. Ways that will both save us money and care for the planet. Renewable energy is part of the solution. There are large-scale commercial options and small-scale personal ones like solar panels, air and ground source heat pumps and even biomass-fuelled boilers.
The science obviously points us towards the fact that climate change is with us and that we are impacting on climate change ourselves.
The world was created by God, and it becomes our duty to look after what He has given us, and we should not be abusing the environment in any form. Our spiritual leader from India, Ahmedabad, came here 2 years ago, and he inspired us into doing this because he had already started Preservation Plus project in India, and that inspired us to start something of that nature in Cardiff.
For all organisations, utility bills are rising year on year, so we have to look at means and ways of reducing that cost. We've in the past looked at many technologies in terms of how to reduce that. We've incorporated many of the features in the construction of the temple so that we reduce our electricity bills and gas bills. But then we come to a point where renewables is the next step, and the only technology that has given us the decent payback was solar panels, and we have now got 62 panels installed on the roof. After year one, we'll be cost neutral in terms of energy, electricity usage and generation. But then after 6 years, we will have paid back the cost of the installation, and from there onwards, the temple will actually be making money from the installation. As well as the temple, there has been further 15 other householders that have had this installation done all at the same time.
We decided to have solar panels fitted for a number of reasons. Obviously the sustainability, to use the free energy of the sun, enhance the planet, but also as part of the wider community project being undertaken by the temple, and obviously being an accountant in terms of the financial payback that was expected and is expected from solar panels as well.
We're not earning any interest in the banks at the moment, so the best thing is fitting these solar panels, and then in 7.5 years it will all be paid off and we'll be making some money off them.
Well, investing in renewables is a good idea because you obviously save money, you're doing the right thing, you're saving the planet. Since the start of the feed-in tariff, there's around 600 megawatts has actually been installed on people's houses, in businesses and all the rest. Considering a nuclear power station pumps out around 500 megawatts, we've obviously saved a nuclear power station going in, which can't be a bad thing.
So let's look at solar panels. These are an effective choice for individuals because they're easy to install, non-intrusive, and they can be fitted to almost any building. There are two types of solar panel, one type that heats water, the other that produces electricity. The latter, the type that produces electricity, has the added advantage of allowing you to benefit from government feed-in tariffs. In other words, you get paid for the electricity that you produce and feed back into the national grid.
Feed-in tariffs are a simple policy that cover the initial start-up costs of any green fledgling industry. They work in the fact that they cover the higher initial costs to actually ensure that that industry can actually come to the market and start to reduce their own costs, therefore making it more viable. Put it simply, you're paid if you put in a green technology in your house, on your building, you're actually paid for the energy that you generate, even if you actually end up using it yourself.
Solar panels that produce energy are known as photovoltaic or PV. These use cells to convert solar radiation into electricity. Solar PV cells consist of one or two layers of a semiconducting material, usually silicon. As light shines onto the cell, it creates electricity, and this can then be stored and used to power our homes and appliances. The greater the intensity of light, the greater the flow of electricity, and solar PV systems produce no greenhouse gases. There are many myths surrounding PV solar panels. For example, you need a south-facing roof. Not true. With Suka Alpha solar panels, your roof can face south, east or west, thanks to the innovative pyramid shape of the cells. These collect light three-dimensionally and giving you a much longer day of power generation. This also addresses one of the other common myths: they only work in summer. This isn't true. Solar panels are activated by light, and because of Suka Sol Alpha's pyramid arrangement, as long as there is light, they'll work. The most common myth is about the return on investment. Fitting solar panels is an investment in the value of your home and in your future. And it's not just about the feel-good. You'll also make a financial return. Your electricity bills will reduce substantially and you'll make money selling your excess back to the grid. And when you come to sell your house, its green energy rating will ensure you get the best price. So what makes Suka Sol Alpha solar panels so effective? Well, the main difference between these and many other PV panels is the multi-crystalline pyramid structures on the surface of the glass. This creates a much larger surface area and allows the panel to collect light from three directions, south, east and west. This means power can be generated for longer periods each day. In addition, Suka Sol Alpha solar panels are favoured by planning authorities because they tend to glare less than those with a plain glass finish.
Well, obviously PV panels pick up on the fact that we've got a great deal of energy coming in from the sun, which is permanent. You know, that's not finite like the coal and oil and gas that we tend to use at the time being. This obviously gives us some energy security within our own houses and within our own towns and cities, that we're actually generating our own power. We're not reliant on other people providing it for us.
So the temple decided to put solar panels up, and they are running and generating electricity. We are really pleased at what they've actually produced and what they're actually doing. They're outperforming the predictions that were given to us, and they sit quite well on the temple as well. They don't look out of place. So we would urge all our community members and any household members for installing these solar panels. They are a good investment, and in years to come your children's children will be really pleased that you made this decision to make a difference.